One, two, three.
The bigger picture. That is what you Hollywood stand for.
I push myself every single day to make things.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everybody! I'm here with none other than Swifty the Clown here, and I have a lot of Christmas spirit live here from Western North Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Swifty the Clown. How you doing tonight, man?
All right, well, what's going on, guys? My name's Jeff or SwiftUAV. Tommy, thank you for having me on. I've actually been a sub now for a few months, and I actually subbed around the time you interviewed Keemstar and all that, so it was kind of cool when I found you in my stream the other day.
You know, Jeff, I actually already knew about you. Actually, something interesting I already knew about you. You want to know why I knew about you already?
How'd you know about me, Tommy?
McJuggernuggets, you being his right hand man in the videos, the Christmas series video, which he plays Santa Claus, and he pees on himself when he's playing Swifty the Clown because Jesse's over steroid brother is gonna beat him up.
Oh, you saw that video on Larry's channel?
Oh yeah, where he almost is gonna beat the snot out of you, and you practically almost pee on yourself.
All the BTS, yeah, that I'm not gonna lie, during the actual shooting of the scene where I'm in the Ridgeway basement and Parker's got the camera, I think that was the Killer Clown attacks us or chases us through a cornfield video. I had to get down to the basement very quickly. And I know, like, how Jeffrey's character in the past has been from the Psycho series and all that. So I knew, like, Jeffrey can kind of get, like, big and mean real quick. I'm like, oh, shit, I don't know how this is going to go. And I was honestly intimidated. And it's hard to intimidate me. But, like, Jeffrey, when he gets into character, he got me, like, right here. I'm like, holy shit. So when we went back and did the thing for Larry's channel, we made it look like I pissed myself for fun.
Did you actually pee yourself, or was that just water inside of your uniform?
I got hit by a water bottle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was all filmed a different time.
Okay. Now since your channel has hit over 40K subscribers, how does it feel to get to? Congratulations, by the way, on 40K
Thank
subscribers.
Thank you. How's it feel, man? It's mind-boggling, honestly. I'd never thought I'd be where I am now, and I'm only 10,000 away from my goal where I wanted to hit 50,000 by January. It could happen. It probably won't happen, and it's just mind-boggling to be how far I already am right now, and also just seeing that actually I just surpassed a total of 1 million channel views on yesterday. Yesterday, I actually passed 1 million views total on my channel since April. So it's been a ride, dude. It's been a crazy roller coaster.
I just want to say congratulations on that, man. You know, so let's get down here to the brass tacks. What is it like working with Jesse Ridgeway, and is it true? Is he psycho?
What's it like working with Jesse Ridgeway, and is it true if he's psycho? First off, he is not psycho. He is probably the most humble person you'll ever meet. Same with him and his whole family. Just right off the bat, great class A kind of guy. Like when I first met him, it was kind of crazy. Like I kind of fangirled a little. I'm like, holy shit. And then throughout the time, we've kind of formed like this friendship, and he's the kind of guy that'll give you the shirt off his back. And he's probably one by far the nicest people you'll ever meet. And working with him, getting to collab with him is always awesome. Anytime I've been able to kind of get my way into a video here and there, um, it's just been a great learning and grown experience, not only as a person, but as a YouTuber in general. I've learned so many things about what you can do to always improve your channel and just like learning some of the trades of the job of YouTube.
Okay. Now, with meeting the whole Psycho family, what is Mr. Ridgway like exactly?
Mr. Ridgway, well, obviously everybody always thought he was a psychopath. And he's totally different from the character he portrayed in the Psycho series that Harry is in honestly in real life. And like I said, about Jesse, how he'd give you the shirt off his back, his old man, Mr. Ridgway Jeff, is basically where Jesse would get from his father. His father would give you the shirt off your back or off his back if you absolutely need it, and he's just honestly a very, very kind person. And it's kind of funny. The first time I met him, which was at Uncle Larry's 500K subscriber party, the first time I met Mr. Ridgway himself, we were talking. He asked what my profession was. I told him, and he's like, "Oh, I actually know your boss from where you're from." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Holy shit, man! You know my boss. You know all my supervisors. Like, what the hell?" But he's just honestly a great guy, and he is very nice, and actually he does make very good chicken. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had that at the 500K party. It was very delicious.
Wow. Now, what is the future for your channel now, in your opinion?
Ooh, the future for my channel. Well, the thing is, Call of Duty hasn't been doing well for any YouTuber, really. So I'm trying to probably mix it up between certain Call of Duty games. Probably go back to Black Ops 3, because Infinite Warfare is just kind of not the greatest Call of Duty out there. Modern Warfare Remastered, it's not the same. I could put it like that. So I'm trying to mix it up between some real life videos, skits, and just gaming. Trying to keep it fresh every day, so it's not the same stale thing.
Okay. Now with do you think you'll be working with any more projects with Jesse, or is it just is that true? Is it like what Corn says? He just text you up at the last moment and say, "Hey, I need you to be here." Is it kind of like that?
Like I have a feeling I'll be working with him again in the future. I just honestly don't know when. Usually he'll give me a few days notice, like, "Hey, are you available this day? If not, not a problem." Every once in a blue moon, it'll be like, "Hey, are you available to film tonight? If not, not a problem." And I'm usually free unless I'm going on a date like I am tonight.
Ooh.
And yeah, I know. So basically, it's basically one of those like, "Hey, if you're free, do you mind if you can come out and film?" And after we're done filming and he does his editing, I learned from him what he does to edit. We just sit there and hang out, play video games, and we also just talk YouTube, the future in YouTube, what we think's wrong with YouTube, what they could do to improve it, and basically what we both envision within the next few years for YouTube for each other.
Mm. Now I have a question for you. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't think this is inappropriate, me asking you this, but
All right, go ahead.
if you ever are like talking to Jesse, would you put a bug in Jesse's ear and ask him if he would be willing to, him and his family would be willing to come on my show? I would love to interview him. I've followed him for a long time. Do you think that'd be too inappropriate to ask you that?
I could ask him. I'll see what he does. I'll tell him I've been on the show. I tell him Keemstar's been on the show, and I can see where he goes from there. And honestly, he is always kind of busy, but I'll see honestly what he could do. Um, that's the one, because like I don't want to kind of like bombard him like, "Hey, you should do this," or "Hey, you should try this." But sometimes I do recommend certain ideas for him, and I'll try my best to get him in contact with you, Tommy.
Awesome, Blossom. I don't want to be too step over the line by asking that, but I want to say that this show is all about you and asking you questions about your channel and your experiences with McJuggernuggets, and just understanding the realism behind yourself and just like the idealism of the series. I hope that's okay, if that's all right with you.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Um, now, how many hours did you have to shoot exactly when you were working with Jesse?
Do you got like a particular kind of video?
Let's say the clown video. Let's say the clown video exactly.
The first clown video. Oh, geez, I got there probably around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we didn't stop filming to almost, I don't know, I'm trying to think. First clown video, 6 p.m., maybe like 11 p.m., 12 p.m., or 12 a.m., which wasn't a problem for me because it was, you know what, here I am, I'm getting an opportunity, I'm going to take it and run with it. Another video that we shot, which was kind of late night, was the final video where you see Swifty the motherfucking clown, and that one I was there around like 6:30 again. We didn't finish filming to almost, I don't know, maybe 12:01, and then I actually got, like usual, I stayed for a few more hours just to hang out with him, and we just broed out, played some video games, talked to YouTube, and basically just had a good time and talked about what was going to be happening at that point in the series and where it was going to go in a direction at that time for the Haunted series, the story of Ursula.
Okay. So with Jesse, what is his directing style like? Is he very demanding, or does he? What is his directing style like?
Jesse, I wouldn't say he's very demanding, but he's very cut to the point. Like, hey, let's try getting this shot. Let's get this shot. But that's the thing as a director, you want everything to come out as the best as possible. Like, for a perfect example for you, Tommy, like, you want your podcast to be the best podcast or whatever episode you do that day. You want it to be the best of the best. And that's just like a general YouTuber thing. You want every video you do to be the best of the best. So when it comes to like trying to direct videos, he has some ideas, and then also everybody else also pitches ideas in, and you take the best of the best, and you can actually make an awesome video. So he has his ideas of what shots you want to have, what storyline is going to be happening at that time, and then also he's always basically very open to any other ideas from anybody that's on the cast or on scene at that time. Of like, hey, what if we tried this instead of that? Or let's try hitting him with the car instead of having him fall from a tree or something kind of idea.
Okay. What was it like getting hit by the car?
Not as bad as you would seem, because, you know, I'm a volunteer fireman. I've been to a couple pedestrian struck calls, so it's kind of worrisome when we had to film that scene of the killer clown tries to attack us video, the first killer clown sightings in the Ursula series. And I was very nervous, honestly, at first to get hit by a car. It's downpouring rain. It's kind of a little cold. I have all this clown makeup on. It's starting to run off my face. And it was just kind of worrisome. And at the same time, Uncle Larry himself, in the passenger seat. And before we got to shoot that scene, he's like, hey, whatever you do, man, just be careful of your head. And so it got me kind of thinking in my head, like, all right, when I get hit by the car, I'm going to have to fall off or roll off. I got to basically land this without hitting my head. And what happened was when he came at me with the car, I kind of jumped into the hit. So it really didn't it really didn't hit me, but we made it look like I actually did get hit. And it was basically to try preventing injury. And, well, we did a pretty good job at that because I'm still here today without any broken bones or anything from that night. But, you know, that scene was a fun one to shoot because it would be one of those times where I could be like, yeah, I got hit by a car for a video, and everything kind of turned out all right for me.
Okay. Now, I understand that I want to send prayers to the young gentleman that you said that has a tumor in his brain. I hope that he gets better. And I hope
Thank
that,
you.
and I watched that video today, and I hope that he gets better, and I hope that could get solved.
Thanks, man. everybody in our area is pulling for the kid. He's only 10 years old, dealing with a brain tumor. It's kind of sad. And we got word about this maybe about 3 weeks ago. We are going to be doing an event for him. Kind of kept it on the down low. And what happened was we had my fire department and a bunch of other local fire departments in my county come out with some ambulances, fire trucks, police cars, you can name it. We even had like SWAT teams and all that coming out. And it was just to kind of, provide some, I guess, inspiration and hope for this young kid. And because there's plenty of kids going through what he's going through, and no young kid should have to go through that, especially at his age. They should just be able to worry about going to school every day, coming home, doing homework, having fun, playing video games, going outside. And to be able to what we did as first responders and mainly all volunteer, besides like the paid police departments and paid EMS crews, was a great feeling because we had upwards of over 85 different pieces of apparatus between fire trucks, cop cars, and ambulances. So it was a very special night because it was also in my hometown.
Have you ever had come up on an accident during as a firefighter that just absolutely made you vomit?
I've pulled up on accidents before that I had to call in for my jurisdiction of where I respond for my department, mainly at like the main highway intersection I've came up to. There's been a few calls when I wrote EMS at the time. I ended up leaving EMS because there was one call that kind of messed with my head, and every once in a while it still does. It was a pedestrian struck by a cop car. It was believe it or not, my 19th birthday. I decided to ride from July 4th